Hello there. I take it you want something. Well, what is it?
Sir Knight, thank Arche you are back. I have terrible news. Sir Roderick, I think he's dead. A holy knight, like you, questing for the relics at the Prophet's call. I was his squire. I believed he was chosen by the gods to reclaim the relics. At first, things were going well. He prayed at all the shrines and received a vision, a disturbing vision. The shade of Sir Beric spoke to me was all he said. We must put him to rest. We traveled back and forth across Colovia. He was always asking about an old noble family, the Vlindrels. Finally, he found what he was looking for. We went to Underpaw Cave, and there he fell. Then you know it is a place of evil. Sir Roderick and I fought our way into the cave, which actually seems to be a buried keep. We made our way to Lord Vlindrel's crypt. Sir Roderick spoke the words that unsealed the tomb. He said that Sir Beric's tomb was in Underpaw Cave, which is no cave, but some kind of buried keep. He had learned that Sir Beric had once been a questing knight, like us. He had found the greaves and sword of the Crusader, but then turned to evil. Sir Roderick hoped to find the relics within Sir Beric's tomb, and he did. But we also found a terrible guardian, the wraith of Lord Vlindrel, Sir Beric. Yes, my lord, and I brought you. Sir Roderick shouted for me to take them. The greaves, the holy relic, they're yours. The wraith, it used it against Sir Roderick. I don't know how that evil thing could use the holy weapon, but it did. It screamed as it struck. I'm sorry. I've already failed Sir Roderick once. I don't want to fail him again. I remember he said something about the sword before we... He was worried that the sword may have been turned to evil, that it may have to be reconsecrated on the altar of its creator, the divine Arche. That's all I remember. I hope it may help you. Thank you, Sir Knight. I would ask a boon if I could, although I know I do not deserve it. Would you make me a Knight of the Nine? I want to dedicate myself to ridding the world of evil. I owe it to Sir Roderick. Thank you. Thank you, Sir Knight. I will not fail you. Give me a moment to arm myself, and I will accompany you to Underpaw Cave to destroy the foul wraith.
How are you?
Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
I heard that
Greetings,
some cult called
Did you
the
hear
Mythic
that the
Dawn
Knights
is
of the
behind
Line
the
are
Emperor's
gathering holy
assassination.
relics?
Bastard. Talos and the Nine.
How goes it?
Hello there.
I'm Islanwy. I'm only a conjurer, but Orantur is a full magician. Isn't he wonderful? What can I interest you in? You've made a good bit of gold. You drive a hard bargain. An excellent bargain. Thank you for your business. Be seeing you. A pleasure to speak with. At the last Imperial Alchemy Symposium, I heard Sindarian mention something about a strange, glowing root. I'm afraid I can't remember what he said about them. Perhaps you should make the trip to Skingrad and ask him in person. Good day.
Lord Crusader, the prophet is here. He's just arrived. He seemed to know you were coming, told me to wait for you, and here you are. Come. He is preaching to the assembled knights in the chapel. You should speak to him at once.
You have stepped from the humble shadows of obscurity and into legend. No feat you have accomplished in your life compares to what you have become. You are an embodiment of Pelinal Whitestrake, the bane of Umarul the Unfeathered. The time has come for you to fulfill your destiny. Umaril lies hid in the ancient fane of Garlus Malatar. You must go there and destroy him. No. Should you face Umaril, you would suffer the same fate as Pelinal. But times change, and even the shape of the divine itself must change with it. Where once there were 8, now one more stands with them, and they have become 9. Aye, with the apotheosis of Tiber Septim, the face of the divine was transformed. Talos ascended, and the 8 became 9. So, although you wear the armor of the gods, it is incomplete, a relic of the old ways and the old gods. As a proven guardian of this realm, and a warrior the likes of which have not been seen in millennia, Talos grants you his sacred blessing, with the ancient gifts of the 8 and the new gift of the 1. You are ready to face Umaril. It will allow you to follow Umaril into the spirit realm upon his death. It will allow you to destroy him, body and soul, utterly and for all time. You must first kill his living body. While beyond the power of most mortals, this is only the lesser of your 2 tasks. His Daedric nature allows his spirit to escape into oblivion after death. Oh, this is what Pelinal learned upon defeating Umaril the first time. But you can do what Pelinal could not. The blessings of Talos will allow you to follow Umaril's spirit when it leaves his body. This you must do, and you must not fail. You will not, because the 9 fight with you. When Umaril joined with the Daedra, his spirit expanded beyond this realm. His physical form can travel between realms, but his spirit is bound. When his body is destroyed, his spirit travels back to oblivion and is reformed in the fires of creation with the armor of the gods and the blessing of Talos. You will be able to follow him where Pelinal could not and destroy his very spirit. Once his spirit is destroyed, he will be completely obliterated, erased from all realms of existence. Garlas Malatar was the westernmost outpost of the Aeliad Empire. It watched over what we call the Abyssinian Sea. Since his return, Umaril has taken Garlas Malatar as his lair. That is where you must seek him out. Umaril cannot be bested in his physical form by any normal means. His blows can strike down the mightiest of warriors in a single stroke. The 8 created the relics to withstand Umaril's fell power. Do not attempt to face him without this divine protection. Your knights will assemble at Garlus Malatar and await you there. Gather all those who you deem worthy. Not all who enter those halls shall return. Those who fall in service of the Nine will live on forever in the halls of their fathers. I wish you well on your quest, Crusader. We are depending on you.
Yes, Lord Crusader?
We took them by surprise?
Beware! Umanos Aurorans are attacking! Umaro must be hot. hiding further in.
For Debella and Mara!
And the knife!
Do your worst.
Let's get this over with.
Knights of the Nine!
And the knife!
Don't feel...
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm!
Knights of the Nine!
The Knights of the Nine have come for you, foul beast!
Debella and Mara will be avenged.
Knights of the Nine, follow me!
Knights of the Nine!
This is the part where you fall down in grief!
For the Crusaders' life.
Do you think Overhaul can
never take
protect
me
you
down.
from the Crusaders' wrath?
Akatosh, do it!
Remember Breville! We must give the Crusader time to destroy the orb.
Why won't you stay there? Down with you in the name of Father Akatosh! Back to Oblivion with you.
Cosma Balini! Crusader, arise. Stand and face the light. Breathe again, and receive your reward. You have completed your divine task. You have restored the order. You have defeated the enemy of the Nine. The order shall serve as the sword and the shield of the Nine in the dark times to come. We owe you a debt of thanks. You have succeeded where we could not. You and your knights have held true to your purpose. At long last, our purgatory is at an end. We go to the glory of the Nine to serve in their host in the life beyond this one. You may call upon our spirits when you need us. Simply pray at our tombs, and each of us will grant you a blessing from the Nine. May your sword serve the Nine all the days of your life, Crusader. Farewell.
You redeemed my soul from the evil that had ensnared me. For that, I am forever in your debt. The old bitterness that seemed so important to me in life. What is that now? How to weigh that against my very soul? The Knights of the Nine stand together once again. I would not have thought it possible. We owe you a great debt. The evil took hold of me the day that I slew Sir Caius on the Priory steps. I baited him, knowing his temper. And then I killed him when he drew against me. I killed him in cold blood, with the Holy Sword itself. I could have disarmed him, or wounded him. But a cold pride had taken hold of me, and so I slew him, went to war, and never returned. The evil grew upon me until I became cruel, a tyrannical ruler, a terror upon the land. In death, evil held me even tighter than in life. Thanks to you, that is all behind me. Sir Caius and I will go to Aetherius side by side, as of old. The gods are truly merciful. I took the sword down with me into evil. You have redeemed us both. The gods smile on such deeds, noble knight. May the Nine guide your way.
Lord Akatosh lends you his might when your own strength fails you.
Zenithar grants you good fortune. May you always endeavor to become the master of your craft.
Kinnereth grants you the swiftness of the wild.
Never allow the beauty of the world to be lost from your eyes. Stendarr grants you the gift of the charity. Always.
Julianus blesses you with his wisdom and his guidance. Trust in your knowledge, for it is the whole of who you are.
The Great Mother endures. Mara grants you her endurance. When all else fails you, look to love for the power to carry on.
All that lives will die, and all that is dead will live again. Arche grants you the will to reverse the cycle.
Lord Crusader. How can this be? You're alive. It's a miracle. I heard voices in the Undercroft, and I came to investigate. You vanished, Ingarlus Malatar. After the battle, we searched further into the ruin and found you next to Umaral's corpse. You had no wounds on your body, but you were dead. I saw it with my own eyes. You did not draw breath. We laid you to rest in the Undercroft. We kept your death a secret. We feared what would happen if our enemies thought you were dead. Indeed, they are. We knew you had succeeded in destroying Umaral's physical form, but it seemed that you had met the same fate as Pelennor Whitestrake. Tell me, was Umaral destroyed? Then he is destroyed. We've won, and you're alive. I have to tell the others. Knights of the Nine, hear me. Today we have witnessed undeniable proof of the strength and the might of the gods we serve. Slain in battle with the dread Umaral, by the grace and mercy of the Nine, the Crusader lives again. How can this be, you ask? What of our foe? What has become of Umaral the Unfeathered? Umaral has been slain by the Crusader. His very spirit cast into the void and destroyed for all eternity. He will never rise again. Let us give thanks to the Nine. By their power, the Crusader has rid the world of Umaral forever. Hail the Lord Crusader!
Hail the Crusader! Is arisen!
You saved the church from that wicked old Ayleid king, didn't you? Well done. I am pleased to see that you have them. It is said that the wearer has the blessing of Kinnereth upon him, and will not come to harm from creatures of the forest. Bye.
For Lord Dagon! You are...
Hail.
What is it now?
Battlehorn Castle near Coral is besieged by
So, you've brought something for me to examine. Yes, this is a genuine Nirnroot sample. Very nice quality, in fact. That gives me an idea. Since you already know what they look like, do you feel up to a bit of a collecting expedition? Excellent. But before you go, you're going to need to learn a bit more about Nirnroot. Otherwise, you may walk in circles and never find any. A few years ago, an adventurer not unlike yourself sold me a musty old tome containing alchemical formulas. Most of them were worthless. But one of the moldy pages contained a recipe for a potion known as an elixir of exploration, a sort of ultimate dungeon delver's brew. The formula looked sound, except it required an extremely rare ingredient. Yes, you guessed it, the Nirnroot. I put the book aside because, frankly, I had so many other delicate experiments going on that I just didn't have the time to go plant hunting. Now that you're here, that changes things. The Elixir of Exploration is a multi-purpose potion that was obviously created with the dungeon explorer in mind. The formula describes many magnitudes of the brew. If you're interested, I wrote a short missive about it for the Imperial Alchemy Symposium. You bring me 10 samples of Nirnroot, and I'll make the elixir available to you at a huge discount, as well as give you one for free. The best place for you to start would be Shade Leaf Copse, which is a part of the Great Forest northeast of here. Good luck, and hurry back with more of the Nirnroot. How goes the search? If you need to know more... Fantastic! You actually found 10 of the Nirnroot. I'll begin making the Elixir of Exploration right away. According to my research from the tome, I'll need at least 20 more Nirnroot to make the next magnitude of elixir. In any case, if you come back in about 24 hours, I should have the weaker elixir ready for you. Hello there. Over here! Yes, you. We need to talk. We can't talk here. Too public. Meet me behind the great chapel at midnight. Don't let anyone follow you. I'll make it worth your while. Can't you see that I'm very busy?
Hello there.
Hail, Sir Knight.
Ah, you came. You're sure you weren't followed? Good. I thought I could trust you. Nobody else in town. They're all in on it. All watching me. Well, yes, I need you to do something for me. I'll pay you gold. You like gold, don't you? Lots of gold. Here's my problem. I'm being followed. Watched. Marukotti selectives, maybe. Not sure. I'm a threat, you see, to their plans. I know too much. I need you to check out some people for me. The ones who are following me. Watch them. See where they go. Who they report to. Will you help me? Very good. You won't be sorry. I'll pay you well. Did I say that already? Let's start with Bernadette Penniless. Be outside my house at 6 a.m. You'll see her watching me. See where she goes and who she reports to. We'll meet here again tomorrow night. Oh, and never contact me in public. They're watching. They can't know you're helping me. Her house is almost directly across the street from mine, southwest of the Great Chapel. Coincidence? I don't think so. We're next! I'm sure of it! First Kvatch, now Skingrad! The Daedra won't stop until we're all dead! Remember, Bernadette Penniless, 6 a.m. Don't let her see you watching.
Greetings.
you see that I'm very busy?
Goodbye.
Take care.
Greetings.
Garthir is acting even stranger than usual, don't you think?
Absolutely not.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
I understand Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent in the Somerset Isle.
It seems Somerset Isle has become a much more dangerous place.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
I'm only asking for a single coin.
this to yourself, thief!
Look at the muscles on you.
So, you saw Bernadette penniless, did you? She was watching me and following me, wasn't she? Really? That is surprising. I was sure she was watching me. Ah, of course. The gold. Here. But there is someone else I need you to investigate. Tutius Sextius. Do you know him? A quiet fellow. Appears harmless enough. But I've identified him as one of my key suspects. He's a clever one, no doubt about it. Eyes in the back of his head. Always seems to know when I'm watching. But that's where you come in. You should wait outside his house and see what he does when he's not watching me. I'll meet you here tomorrow night to get your report. He lives in the large house between the Low Gate and the East Bridge. Alone. Suspicious, don't you think? Don't let Tutius Sextius catch you following him. He's much more dangerous than he looks.
Hello.
Did you hear that the Knights of the Nine are gathering holy relics?
Goodbye.
Oh, hello.
What?
Glarther is acting even stranger than usual, don't you think?
Safe travels.
Bye.
Let's hear it. Anyone looking for work should consider the Fighters Guild. I hear they're always looking for recruits. I hear you. I learned quite a bit about how to use a shield from Ambrose Can. Cost me a bit, but it was worth it. I've heard he's the best in town with a shield. If you want to learn, go to him. Go on. Good news from Kvatch for a change. The last of the Daedra have been driven out.
Anytime now.
What's new with you?
Say the same.
I understand
Heard
Daedra
any news
worship
from the
has
other
become
provinces?
increasingly prevalent in
They
the
say
Somerset Isle.
syndicates of wizards
It seems
have
Somerset
led a
Isle
boycott
has
of
become a
imperial
much
goods.
more
The
dangerous
land of
place.
The Altmer.
Good day.
Goodbye.
The Altmer have powerful wizards. Could be a dangerous situation. Goodbye.
What is it?
Vadis Callidius sure can use his shield. I've never seen him take a hit.
I've heard that about Vedis. He's quite impressive.
I've heard others say the same.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
I understand Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent in the Somerset Isle.
It seems Somerset Isle has become a much more dangerous place.
Take care.
You too.
Have pity, sir. I got nothing to eat.
Ah, how quaint. How do you do?
If you're looking to learn a bit about conjuration, Solinus Vasinius is a good person to talk to.
I don't want to learn how to conjure things. I want to learn how to get rid of things. They say that Oblivion gates have opened outside cities all across Tamriel. Gods preserve us.
By the gods.
Absolutely.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
They say that slavery has been abolished in Morrowind. House Dress and Hlalu have renounced the slave trade and freed the beastfolk from servitude.
It is not surprising, considering Morrowind's violent past. We can only hope the troubles subside quickly.
Take care.
Take care.
Damn you!
Tell me what you learned about Tutius Sextius. Really? So you're saying that neither Bernadette Penniless or Tutius Sextius is part of the conspiracy against me? Hard to believe. Yes, the gold that you value so highly. I wonder what price betrayal... Never mind that. Well, we shall see. I do have one more name for you. Do you know David Sorelli? Yes, of the famous Sorelli vineyards. Pillar of the community, etc. Who would ever suspect him? Perfect cover for the ringleader of the whole conspiracy! He watches my house constantly. You'll see. He leaves his house early each morning. Watch him and report back to me here at midnight as usual. Make sure he doesn't notice you. The Sorelli house is right next door to mine. A large house with a backyard conveniently located to observe my every move. I still can hardly believe she wasn't watching me, but it is a relief to be able to finally stop worrying about her. I was sure he was part of the conspiracy. Sure of it. I guess it just goes to show... Well, we'll see what it goes to show, won't we? Be careful. David Sorelli is the ringleader. You must not let him catch you watching him.